What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Wendy Williams, y'all. I'm hoping and praying that she's out happy and doing what she loves to do. And I want to dedicate this song to her, man. It's one of my songs right here. Can y'all help me pray for her? Can y'all help me? Help! Help!
Tell me, can you help me? We can work together. Can you help me? Can you help me? If we work together, we can change the world.
Let's make a change, y'all. Hey.
Can you help me? I've been looking at the streets, people sleeping on the floor. Why the rich keep counting money, asking for some more? We divided, we distracted, everybody pick a side. Ain't nobody trying to fix it, they just want it all collide. Can you help me? Kids growing up with trauma, nobody to guide. People scream, do something, no else inside. You got law enforcement trying just to do their job. Protesters blocking progress, turning chaos into fall. Can you help me? I ain't saying hate nobody, I'm saying think it through. We can't hit a lane if we don't tell the truth. Everybody angry, everybody loud, but real change don't come from screaming in the crowd. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? I'm just trying to spread the word. Can you help me? Can you help me? Yeah, can you help me? 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 If we work together, we can change the world. Can you help me? Think about it, girl in New York set on fire in the street. Man that stood there watching didn't even move his feet. That ain't politics, I ain't left or right. That's the people losing power in plain sight. Can you help me? We got pain going viral, trauma turned to content. Everybody got opinion, nobody repent. We cancel, we accuse, but we don't rebuild. We scream about the system, but we don't touch the field. Can you help me? I'm not preaching, I'm just asking with a love that everybody say they care, but don't wanna react. We need order, we need structure, we need unity too. You can't fix the future if you don't see it through. Can you help me? 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 I'm just trying to spread the word. Can you help me? Can you help me? Yeah, can you help me? 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 If we work together, we can change the world. Can you help me? Cause I'm tired of watching people drown.
Can you help me?
While everybody else is scrolling down.
Can you help me?
This world don't heal by accident.
Can you help me?
It heals when good people stand instead. I can't do it by myself. I ain't claiming I got all the answers. But if we don't help each other now, we won't like what comes after. Can you help me? 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 If we work together, we can change the world. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? We can change the world.
Can you help me? I sure wish somebody would have helped Wendy Williams when she was going through this stuff. They had her on lockdown. They giving people these drugs, man. They slipping stuff in people's drinks. They want these celebrities to do what they told. I think we need a whole new group of celebrities, man. Yeah. A whole new system, a whole new music industry, a whole new Hollywood. Netflix, maybe they should take it over or something. I don't know. Man, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out, man. Here we go.
There's use going on at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney.
Ask me no questions like I'm a child. Y'all want to know what I'm doing all the time. I don't give a shit about what you're doing all the time. You are so nosy, man. You don't even know what I do. Like you said, you never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. So watch what you say. Watch what the you say. And if I...
Whoa. Yeah, I think that she is letting the world know she is on a little something. Nobody flow like that so fast and everything after unless you on something. She on something with that thing, man.
You don't even know what I do. Like you said, you never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. So watch what you say. Watch what the you say. And if I was really like back in the day in North, I'd meet you outside. But I'm a lady and I have a class.
Everybody always got a little excuse, the reason why. You better be lucky, like that dude. That was funny as I don't know what. You better be lucky the dog got off the leash, so I had to put the dog back on the leash. Really? That's your excuse? Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with that one. That was crazy. Here we go.
I know I was going through a lot of emotional stress, and my eating habits were awful.
Whitney dying, crack rehab fails.
First of all, let's get one thing straight.
First of all,
crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight, okay?
Oh my God, here we go.
Crack.
What you do?
I don't do that.
Well, what do
crack
you do?
Crack is whack.
So
Whitney
what do you do? Is back in rehab.
Ain't nobody, you still in rehab. Denial. That's what the problem is, denial, man.
You guys heard about this, and I know it's a collective sigh from all around the country and now the world. She's in an outpatient drug program for drugs and alcohol. RadarOnline.com is reporting that she's back to using crack cocaine.
I don't do crack.
And they're saying it's
but she's back at
pretty
doing
bad.
After years of staying quiet, Wendy Williams is finally opening up about what Whitney Houston saw before she died, and that all explains why they took Whitney out. Apparently, this is also why Wendy was thrown into a facility. She knew too much about the people who were behind Whitney's death, and they didn't want her running her mouth on TV. In fact, new receipts circulating allege that Whitney's industry godfather, if you know, you know, sacrificed her after she discovered things that she had no business knowing. No wonder he still went on to just that demonic pre-Grammys party even after Whitney's lifeless body was found in the same hotel the party was happening.
I don't know.
That was crazy, man. That if you don't believe that there's some crazy stuff going on, then you should be believing it now. I was like, what? Who? Whitney passed away. I can see if it was. No, I can't see. I can't see if anybody passed. If somebody passed away and you don't know nothing about it, you rented the hotel and they told you that some old lady then passed away, then okay, sorry to hear that, but we got a business to do down here. But Whitney was, oh my God, man, that lets you know you don't even give a sugar about her. That's what that meant. That was this is your project, this is a, what you call it? You got a man, here we go. I can't think.
What could
I can't
motivate
think.
a
It's
person
so sad.
to have a party in a building where the person whose life he had influenced so enormously and whose life had been affected by her. So they were like, I don't understand how that works.
I had Clive Davis by pure chance in here on Friday.
Remember that one 2003 interview where Whitney went off on Wendy? Well, it turns out that the entire situation was way deeper than it looked. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was gagging when Whitney went off on Wendy because, baby, Wendy was doing a little too much and she had to be put in her place. She was asking Whitney very invasive questions about her marriage to Bobby Brown, her substance use, money problems, family living arrangements, and even joked about Whitney indulging in freak-offs.
You don't know what the allowance. You don't make me curse on the radio. I'm not trying to be, come on.
Well, Steve was saying it was from about like $1,600 a week to about $500 a week.
Thank you to kiss my
okay.
And don't anybody else gonna think I do that to my mother, you low down dirty.
Very defensive, Whitney.
I have to be, Wendy. You talk about me every day.
Well, Whitney,
every other day.
Whitney, you keep yourself in the headlines.
No, Wendy, y'all keep me in the headlines. I mind my business. I try to maintain what I got. I want to know what I'm doing all the time. I don't give a shit about what you're doing all the time. As long as you're healthy and God is blessing you and you're doing the right thing and being a decent person, I can handle that.
But here's the thing, though. Apparently, Wendy was afraid that the industry was going to use Whitney's addiction to eventually end her once they were done with her, and that's why she was so hard on her. And I mean, this makes sense. When you take a look at most of the celebrities who refuse to conform to Hollywood, their personal struggles were often used against them. And when they eventually die, their cause of death is usually linked to their addiction, even when the circumstances don't match. And y'all might not know this, but just like Whitney, Wendy also had a substance problem, and she admitted it several times whenever she was talking about Whitney. She was just talking about her just to drag her. She could actually relate to Whitney and wanted her to get help before it was too late. In fact, during one segment, Wendy blatantly warned Whitney that her addiction was going to make her a liability to the executives who were investing in her career, and that if she didn't get her act together, they would be forced to get rid of her. At the time, Wendy didn't go into much detail about what she meant, but after Whitney died, everything began to make so much sense.
Well, I have. It's been many years. I can laugh about it now, too. It's the stupidest thing I ever did in my life, you know? But I am familiar with every form of cocaine, and including crack and that whole bit. And I have to tell you that when I saw this picture right here, show that other picture of Whitney. I remember that girl. Sweaty, hair in the face, grown.
That's crazy.
I remember that girl very well. I wrote the book and everything. And I can own up to my mistakes. Whitney, you need more than outpatient.
Yes.
4, I don't believe you were sober on Oprah. Yep. I don't believe that you went into rehab voluntarily this time. What I do believe is that Whitney, because I was watching Inside Edition yesterday. No, walk with me on this one, okay? On Inside Edition, they said that Whitney just signed on for Waiting to Exhale 2. Well, you know what happens with these Hollywood people. You have to be insurable.
That's right.
You know, you have to be insurable and bankable. And nobody's insuring this.
Right.
So clean it up.
That's right.
Now, unfortunately for Whitney, she didn't get the memo.
That's crazy.
And everything that Wendy predicted would happen to her ended up happening. But here...
Man, look, it's a drug, man. That stuff is powerful. Alcohol is powerful. Imagine when you don't have nothing. It's on both sides of the spectrum, man. If you don't have nothing and you just got a little teeny bit of money, you're going to go buy your little drug and get your little feel good on. Feel good. If you got way too much money, then you just want to get away from all this drama and all this stuff. I got the money. I can buy large quantities of it. I can store it in my house. I can hide it. And then you all of a sudden you like, dude, I'm in trouble because you deny. And everybody around you is trying to help you hide it because they want to keep you going. They want to be your friend. Don't mess yourself up. That thing is hard. That thing is hard to kick, man. That's why I said, you know what? I don't even want to do that. I don't want to get in no alcohol. Every now and then I go on a little sipping spree or something. You know what I'm saying? But dude, it's hard, man. You gotta pray. And you gotta exercise and speak to God every now and then, man. You gotta speak to him. You got to.
Right.
So clean it up.
You gotta clean it up,
now,
man.
unfortunately for Whitney, she didn't get the memo, and everything that Wendy predicted would happen to her ended up happening. But here's the thing, though. Whitney wasn't just taken out because she was a liability to label executives. There are a lot of artists who are liabilities to their labels, too, because of certain opinions they have, and they don't get their life taken because of it. Unless, of course, they find out something very damning that they had no business finding out. And
like
according
what?
to Wendy, this is what happened with Whitney. Word on the street is that the reason Whitney was unalived was that she had found out some loopholes in her contract that her industry godfather was using to steal millions from her, and she was planning to sue him. And as if that wasn't bad enough, it's also been reported that Winfrey speculated that Whitney was exposed to the Illuminati shenanigans in Hollywood just days before her death, and she did...
What? Come on, man. Why can't you, I don't know, you do your contract for X amount of years, right? And now that you're a superstar, why you can't just handle everything yourself? this is the part I never could figure out. I'm a big superstar. I'm a celebrity. I'm going to do my own shows. I'm going to get my friends and family members involved to book these shows, to let people know you can do your own flyers and just let people know, yo, Uncle Mike, who is a celebrity, is going to be at such and such place. Uncle Mike, who is a celebrity, going to be at such and such place. I don't know why they just can't do it like that. I don't know. Here we go.
Didn't like what she saw at all. Our girl wanted no parts. In fact, according to her family, Whitney was so traumatized by what she saw that she started seeking Jesus because she knew they were going to come for her life since she refused to participate in whatever they were doing. Hold on. Let's expose how evil Whitney's industry godfather is. Most of his black artists either died from a heart attack, substance OD, or a car accident, or S-side. He literally had a party going while Whitney Houston's body was lifeless. Remember Phyllis Hyman? She was getting ready to speak out, and then all of a sudden she committed S-side.
Afraid.
Yeah, that's weird, man, because I really, really liked Phyllis Hyman. She had 1 or 2 songs that I really liked and was studying. Then all of a sudden she committed. And back then, when she committed whatever they claimed she did, it was believable because it wasn't a bunch of social media. I don't even think Facebook was anything like that. Or I think that was the first like social MySpace. I don't even think MySpace was out. You know, I think that everybody just heard it was in the news, you know, on the news and stuff. I said, dang, Phyllis Hyman committed suicide. Wow. Why would somebody do that? You know, you never know what's going through a person's mind because you looking from the outside looking in, you think everybody life is okay. Fine. You know, you got to put a little work in this world, but shoot, you a superstar singer and everybody's hurting, man. Everybody's hurting no matter what level you on. Y'all got to remember these things, man. And I hope to God that my words can help somebody one day, man. That's all I want to do is help somebody. Can you help me help somebody? Here we go.
Because I was so terrorized by him. Whether he meant to do it or not, I'll never know. But he sure taught me that if you try to terrorize me again, well, we can't say that on public radio. What I may do to someone who tries to hurt me again in this business, I'm not having it. I should be respected as I respect, and I will not have someone try to ruin my spirit and ruin my career. If Clive Davis, if his plan was to destroy my career, it didn't work.
But it doesn't stop there. Wendy allegedly also claimed that Whitney's death may have had something to do with the $1.5 million debt she was rumored to be owing to a substance ring on the East Coast. This rumor was actually started by private investigator Paul Hubel. Paul, a former cop who's worked high-profile celebrity cases, claims Whitney didn't just drown, she was murdered over a massive unpaid debt that she owed to East Coast dealers. According to him, these suppliers had been for weeks. The day before she died, she allegedly received a fresh delivery right there at the Beverly Hilton. Witnesses supposedly overheard her complaining, "I'm tired of this ish," right before things turned violent. Paul says 2 scruffy-looking men were caught on hotel surveillance slipping into Whitney's entourage and entering her suite during a 45-minute window when she was completely alone. When she couldn't or wouldn't pay up, the confrontation got physical. Paul also said Whitney had defensive wounds on her body that the official autopsy glossed over. Instead of an accidental overdose and drowning, he says the thugs held her under the water until she stopped fighting, then staged the scene to look like just another tragic relapse. He turned the footage and his full dossier over to the FBI's Chicago field office, pushing for them to reopen the case as a cross-state homicide. Now, I can't confirm or deny this, but a lot of what this private investigator said checks out, and I'm going to present y'all with the evidence so you decide for yourself. First, around the time that Whitney died, it was rumored that she was going broke, so her not being able to pay a $1.5 million debt isn't so far-fetched. Not only that, even though her autopsy said she died from accidental drowning, the coroner's report said she had what seemed to be defensive wounds. The report said, and I quote, Whitney's assistant, Mary Jones, found her face down in a water-filled bath with 2 superficial abrasions to the left side of her forehead. She was also found with a red fluid purge coming from her nose and with a superficial abrasion to the left side of the bridge of her nose.
Autopsy. They said there was nothing wrong with her throat. Her lungs were so damaged that she couldn't fuel the notes. It was her lungs. It wasn't. Her voice was fine.
Oh.
That's how Clive did it. And then the next thing you know, she's fucking Ray J.
Whoa.
And then it's Grammy time. And her and Clive had a fight 2 days before. And from what I was told, Bobby Christina was present for some of that fight. And then the next thing you know, she's dead. Ray J was the last person to see her alive. He let the drug dealer in, but she was sober, right? But he let the drug dealer in that gave her the shot. Leo.
And while we are on the topic of Bobby Brown, he also said some shady things that further proved to people that Whitney may not have just died from accidental drowning. Oh, and let's not forget that video of Whitney crushing an interview Brandy was having with Monica and her industry godfather and secretly giving her a letter. Anyway, going back to Wendy, people believe that the things she knew are what probably landed her in a facility in order to silence her. And even though it worked for a while, it doesn't look like she'll be staying quiet for much longer. Essentially, since she is rumored to be making an appearance on daytime television again after her guardianship case is settled. And when it comes to what Whitney saw, the exact details haven't been given beyond the fact that it was related to Illuminati rituals. But baby, whatever it was, Wendy will waste no time telling us once she gets out of that guardianship. In the meantime, people had some thoughts like this person who said, Whitney fought for her life. Her hotel room was a mess, a broken TV on the floor, and stuff everywhere. Whitney was found beaten and bruised in the bathtub with a severe cut that split her lip. What they did not find in the room, nor in her body, were substances. Nothing. No one could or would ever touch Whitney without her godfather's blessing or orders. She was his biggest investment to date. I believe her godfather definitely gave the order, and he's the one who benefits the most from her death. Another person said, Whitney Houston did substances, but she was clean at the time of her death, viciously and savagely beaten by 2 men who dumped her dead body into the hotel room's bathtub. Mind you, Whitney never took baths in hotel bathrooms, and her record comes by avoiding paying $100 million to her. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Wendy exposing what Whitney saw before she died? And do you think Whitney was really taken out because she saw and knew too much? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.
Oops. I feel sorry for Whitney, and these people know, man. They know. Wendy. I feel sorry for Wendy, but Wendy knew because she was once there herself. She knew the denial of somebody who was on these substances, right? You have seen it. Even if you are, I don't know, an ex-dealer, you know what they look like when they come to you fiending and all this type of stuff. And then when they up, then when they down, when they up. You know all this stuff, man. And you could tell the signs are there. And Wendy knew it. She knew it. She was trying to help her. Straighten it up, girl. Straighten it up. You gotta, it's hard to kick it, man, when you got all that money. You got plenty of money, man. I don't know. I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.